And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for Panther Gymnasium for tonight's contest between the Magnet Cove Lady Panthers and the Blevins Lady Hornets. Uh, we just got through with the junior boys action here, but we're looking. The Lady Panthers are looking to rebound from a loss last night to Bismarck at Bismarck, and so we are about to get underway here in just a few minutes, but before we do, we will have the national anthem and the starting lineups coming up. And that was Dalton Reed on the starting lineups for both teams. Welcome again here to Panther Gymnasium. I am the color analyst, and upcoming pulling double duty is Dalton Reed, who is going to join me here in just a second here in the booth, and he has made his way up here. And welcome to tonight's matchup between the Blevins Lady Hornets and the Magnet Cove Lady Panthers.
Yeah, Coach, thanks, and it ought to be a good one tonight, so looking forward to this. Magnet unfortunately took the loss to Bismarck last night, so looking to rebound. Panthers running shorthand tonight. I mean, they had a couple girls fall from the team.
Right.
Decided it was in best interest that they step away, so have to see how they rebound from that. Got a couple girls on vacation, Thanksgiving breaks coming up, got family matters to take care of. So Panthers running shorthanded tonight. We'll have to see if that kind of affects them or not. So it ought to be a good one here at Panther Gymnasium. And these two coaches have some history, so that'll be a good storyline I'm going to talk about a little bit later on as McCutcheon is going to take the tip for the Panthers. Looks like Blevins going to set up in a 3-2 here, Coach.
Yes.
Trying to work it inside, 3 seniors and 2 sophomores for the Panthers. And active hands there right off the bat by Glenn, the senior, as she's going to knock the ball out of bounds there as Harrington was trying to get it over to McCutcheon.
Yeah, very active hands tonight, and as the case for the Lady Hornets here. Looks like they're going to try to trap a little bit in the corners. And that's going to be, ball is going to be turned over. And that is.
Yeah, that's going to be Tequila Williamson right there that gets the first points for the Lady Hornets.
So the Lady Hornets are on the board first.
And that ball is going to be an errant pass there from Harrington, so that's going to be out of bounds, and it will be Blevins basketball. Looks like it's going to be Glenn that really runs this offense for Blevins as she gets it around the outside, and that ball is going to be batted away there, but Phillips recovers, and they get the ball back.
They're being very patient with their offense.
And a 3 ball there from Williamson, and the shot's no good. 4 seconds on the shot clock here for Blevins. It looks like they got a box play set up here. Have to see how they can do that.
Probably would be looking for a screen.
Yeah, a screen,
yes,
something down low, and they're going to get it into Williamson. She's going to put the ball up, and a beautiful inbound play there as they get it to Williamson to take a 4-0 lead here with 6:20 and counting left to go in the first. And a 3 by McIntyre, no good on the other end, so that ball hits the top of the backboard, so it will be Blevins basketball.
Yeah, Lady Panthers having a little trouble getting going here.
Yeah, they just really haven't settled, Coach, and I mean that is something they've got to do. Still searching for their first win of the season, as that shot is up and no good there from Lovett. Excuse me, Lovett. And a lot of press here and a lot of pressure from the Lady Hornets.
And they're trying to trap.
And Harville's going to get a clean cut, and she will be denied there by Hernandez. So that ball is going to bounce out of bounds there. Last touch by Lady Hornet. So Panthers will retain possession. 33 seconds left on the shot clock. And a 3 from McIntyre. That's going to be off the front of the iron there. And the rebound is last touched by a Lady Hornet. So Panthers retain possession and a shot clock reset. Panthers have got to start using some more shot clock and getting the offense settled in, Coach.
Yes, sir, they do. They just got to be patient, but have great ball movement and make good passes.
And kick it outside, trying to find something. And a kick over to Bailey Martin. And a 3-ball from McCutcheon, and that one is good. So that kick starts the Panthers offense and draws the game within 1.
Great way to start it off for the Lady Panthers with McCutcheon hitting the 3 and
the shot no good from Blevins on the other end. And so now it will be Panther basketball. Got a chance to take the lead.
Nice pass.
A beautiful feed there from McCutcheon as Harville was waiting down low already. And so Panthers take a 5-4 lead.
Great job in finding the open Lady Panther down low, and she finishes off and puts the basket in.
Will be Panther basketball once more as Blevins turns it over on the other end. And we have a blocking foul on the floor.
And I believe that's going to be number 2, Dalton, there for the Lady Hornets.
They're going to call that on Marcasia Glenn, the senior guard there. That's our first personal foul and the first team foul for Blevins. So it looks like Hernandez is going to check out, and the junior forward, Elia Kerrigan, is going to check in. I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Davis before this game, and he said, I'm going to play all my girls. All my girls will play tonight. So.
And McCutcheon lighting it up. She's 2 for 2 from the floor. Started out for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, that last 2 she got here on the other end before that missed shot by Blevins gave Panthers an 8-4 lead, and so now McIntyre going to try to drive on Kerrigan on the other end, and it's not going to run. And a lot of quick possessions here early, Coach. Both teams trying to run, and
yeah, absolutely. You know, both teams are trying to push the ball, and right now I think they're going to just try to settle down and get set up in their offense. And that one's going to be deflected and taken by, is that Williamson?
That is Williamson right there, and we have got a whistle on the floor, and I believe that will be a timeout here for Magnet Cove. But we're going to stay right here for this timeout because I really want to hit on something. I got the opportunity to talk to Coach Davis this week and then right before the game, and then got to talk to Coach Finley. And these two coaches actually go back about 30 years. They graduated college together at Henderson State University, and they have coached against each other numerous times along the way. Coach Davis has been around the block, and then I got the little tidbit of information. I guess I call it a gold nugget. Coach Webb and Coach Davis have history. When Coach Webb left El Dorado to come to Magnet in 1996, Coach Davis took his position down there as a coach.
Right.
So just
small world.
It is a small world, and so now Coach Finley and Coach Davis gets to coach against each other one more time in their careers, and so just a little coaching carousel, and like Coach Davis said, it's kind of a friendly rivalry.
Absolutely.
Two friends that have coached a lot of teams going at it tonight as we've got a close ball game between Coach Finley's squad and Coach Davis's squad.
Sure is. It looks like it's going to be a great matchup throughout the night here.
And so that ball will be batted away there. Hernandez lost it, but it was tipped by Panther, so that's going to retain Blevins' possession there on the baseline. A screen there, a screen play, and they get it into Kerrigan. And a three ball from Glenn. That's going to be an air ball, and that's going to be no good as she missed the front of the iron.
Yeah, came up just short, wasn't able to get her feet set. So
Three minutes and ticking left to go here in the first quarter. Panthers up 2 here on the Blevins Lady Hornets at Panther Gymnasium. And that ball is going to be errant. And so that will be another turnover for the Panthers as Harville, the senior, can't control that one.
And she almost takes that one coast to coast, but Cuts off the front of the iron.
A beautiful arcing three there from Tequila Williamson, and that puts Blevins back in the lead, 9-8.
McCutcheon surveys the floor. Now, Braylon McIntyre sets up, but just off the mark.
And we have an offensive foul. That is going to be on number 1, Marcasia Glenn.
And that's going to be her second personal foul. So a quick 2 fouls here in the first period of play, here, or first quarter of play. And the Lady Panthers will inbound the ball with Braylon McIntyre. She gets it into McCutcheon. And now Tasia Buckley is checked in for the Lady Panthers.
See if she can spark this offense a little bit. And Harville's going to take the 3 from the corner and just off the mark.
Number 12 drives baseline there. McCutcheon comes up with the ball, and she'll bring it across the timeline here. And Tasia Buckley spots up for 3 and just in and out. But Bella Harville with the rebound, and it is going to be out, no good. And it will be Lady Hornets ball with Gomez taking out. Excuse me, that was Hernandez. And that's going to be off the outstretched hands of Levette. So Lady Panthers take over with a little under a minute to play here.
Yeah, looking to take a lead here going into the second quarter as they're up 1 point with 50 seconds and ticking left. And that's a 3 from McIntyre. That one's no good. And the rebound by Buckley going to feed it inside to Bailey Martin. She's going to go up and shot no good. And that's going to be off of Bailey Martin, the rebound right there. And that will be another turnover there for the Panthers. And so with 40.3 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Blevins has the ball, only down 1. And that shot's no good, and Martin with another board down there, and they're going to push it up the floor to Buckley. She's got 2 defenders on her, and she's going to travel there right there as she goes to go up.
Right. Just a little bit too much, couldn't quite get the jump stop. And a pass by number 2, Levette, and that was the intended person was Phillips. Just a miscommunication there. The Lady Panthers moving the ball around.
And a 3 from McCutcheon, no good. And so that will end the first quarter. A low-scoring affair here through 1 coach, and Panthers down 1 here to go into the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back with more Panther basketball after this break.
Are you broke down on the side of Interstate 30? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. Are you locked out of your car? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. For any towing recovery lockout needs, call Bailey's Towing and Recovery at 501-332-3400. Again, that number is 501-332-3400. Thank you for your business. Do you have some land you need cleared to build on? Call Hartzell Farms and Excavating. Do you need some excavation done on your property? Call Hartzell's Farms and Excavating. Hartzell's Farms and Excavating, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company with 20-plus years of experience in the construction business. Owner Vernon Hartzell will be happy to see how he and his crew can meet your needs. Free estimates can be given by calling number 870-210-0204. Again, that number is 870-210-0204.
And welcome back here to Panther Gymnasium. The Lady Hornets will take out and set up the offense. That's Williamson to number 1.
That's going to be Glenn with a missed 3 attempt, and up goes number 5. That's Amaya Phillips, a sophomore, the only sophomore on this team.
And pushes it up to Harville.
And up and in, and Mike could have got an and one opportunity there, but
sure,
Panthers take the lead. And a quick 3 on the other end from Marcasia Glenn, and that's going to be no good. Buckley comes away with it, and both of these teams are looking to run.
Yes.
And, you know, like I said, I got the opportunity to sit down and talk with Coach Davis, and he said, we got really no size to speak of.
Right.
No, I guess you could say big, but they play hard. They try to push the tempo, and we've seen that from both squads here early.
Right.
McIntyre for 3, and she just cannot get one to fall.
No,
and inside to Harville up, and she will get the foul call there. That's going to be Amaya Phillips, the sophomore forward, with the foul there.
Yeah, McIntyre, she's had some good looks, and, you know, shooters, you just got to keep shooting the ball. Eventually they will fall. And the first one by Harville is good. And Harville with the second shot. And it is good as well.
And that right there is what wins championships right there. When you get free shots, you got to make both of them. So good execution there by Harville. And now the Panthers are trying to distance themselves, down 1 after the end of the first. And there's another turnover. Now we're 2 minutes into this second quarter. Panthers up by 3, and they've got the ball here.
Yeah, just nice job by Tasia Buckley on the takeaway.
Now McIntyre going to drive, and that's going to be a charge call there on McIntyre. And that's Amaya Phillips who took the charge there for Blevins.
Yeah, she did a great job of getting her feet set, just getting in position, and drew the charge there for the Lady Hornets.
And if anyone is wondering where Blevins High School is, I did not know until I looked it up. It is north. It is straight north of Hope, and it is just it's south of. It's north of Hope and east of Nashville, Arkansas. So down there in the south region of Arkansas. So just a little nugget of information there for any Magnet fans that are listening and does not be like me, did not know where Blevins, Arkansas was until this week. But,
little geography lesson.
Little geography lesson there on the broadcast. As Buckley's going to take a 3, and that one's going to be no good, and rebound there by Hernandez. And they really are moving quick, and Hernandez is going to take the 3 on the other end, and no good there. Rebound by Levette. And she's going to put her own rebound back up right there and draw the game within 1, Coach.
Yeah, great job by Levette to stay with it and rebound, and she got a second look and nailed the second shot there.
I really think both of these teams are still trying to find their identity as Harville's going to take a corner 3, shot no good. Buckley comes away with it. It's still really early in the season. Yes, Blevins has played a few more games than Magnet, most definitely. So we'll have to see if that game experience, if we get into a tight game going into the fourth quarter, who can really before they played Bradley Thursday night, they were 5-6 overall. And they're 1-0 in District 1A7, one of the 1A schools down there in South Arkansas.
Yeah, they play great basketball, in South Arkansas. So they've got a few games under their belt already.
Blevins is one of those schools that focuses a lot on basketball, and Hadley Harrington may have something to say about that as she drains the three from the right elbow.
Great job by Hadley Harrington. Had a great look and a turnover. McCutcheon.
And she's looking to go all the way. She's got Amaya Phillips on her, and they're going to draw the foul right there. And Amaya Phillips, that is going to be another foul on her.
So McCutcheon will go to the line to shoot a pair.
And that is another rule this year in high school sports. If anyone is wondering, there is no more 1-1. 1-1 has gone against the Ghost,
Right.
I guess you could say, and that is Phillips' second foul. So we're going to have a couple substitutions in for Blevins. Marcasia Glenn checks out, and so does Phillips.
And McCutcheon buries the shot.
So it's going to be Kayla Diaz, junior guard, and Eli Kerrigan, the junior forward, to check in there for Blevins. And the shot is partially blocked there by the Panthers. Two defenders in on that play, and so they're going to push it up the floor. Harville wide open under the basket, and what a beautiful feed there. And we have got a timeout from Coach Davis here on the visiting side. Blevins is down 7 here with 4:16 left to go here in the first half. We'll be back with the last 4.5 minutes after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Panther Gymnasium in Magnet Cove, Arkansas, with 4:16 left to go here in the second quarter, as we have the senior girls game going right now. Senior boys to follow tonight, and that will wrap up our action. We got a lot more basketball left to play here. 4:13 and counting left to go here in the first half, as Blevins is down 7 to the hometown Panthers, as they try to kick it around here and find some offense after that timeout from Coach Davis. Hernandez looking to drive on the baseline, and she's going to kick it out to Levette. Hernandez has got Bailey Martin glued to her. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Levette going to drive. Shot no good there, and that ball's going to bounce out of bounds right there. And so Magnet Cove forces another turnover, Coach.
Yes, sir. Shot off of, the ball tipped off of Williamson's hands there, and Magnet is going to get another chance. Looks like they're the Lady Hornets are applying a little half-court pressure there.
Most
The
definitely.
Panthers.
And a long baseline two from Harville is nothing but net, and Panthers up 9.
Great job, great look, great ball movement, and Bella Harville spotted up and drained the
ball
long
is
two.
tipped away there. McCutcheon has got people behind her, but Harville's up ahead, up and in, and a beautiful move there by the senior, as it is a senior-to-senior feed right there as they extend the lead to 11.
Great job, great McCutcheon seeing Harville, finding Harville, keeping her head up.
And a long two there by Levette is no good. And, Coach, that was really all set up. Active hands from
Right.
McCutcheon on the defensive end, and then able to keep her head up, find Harville down the court, and really get that up and in on the other end.
Right. Those two have played a lot of basketball, and they're both seniors, and, that goes to show, what senior leadership will do for you.
Most definitely. I mean, they play softball together. They play basketball
Right.
together. Two very athletic young ladies. And so now Buckley and a feed inside to Martin. That's sophomore to sophomore. And can't capitalize on that one as they feed it around. And they're going to leave Harville open on the other baseline. That shot's no good. A scum for the ball, and Marcasia Glenn from Blevins comes away with it. And she's running on the other end, and the shot no good, but we will have a foul call.
And she will go to the line to shoot 2.
And the first one from Glenn is up and good there, and so that kind of stops the bleeding for Blevins.
Yes, the Lady Panthers got on a little roll, a couple turnovers, and were able to capitalize off those turnovers. And the Lady Hornets slowing it down just a little bit.
And excuse me, that is Williamson at the line, not Glenn. That is my bad, guys. Feed it down the baseline to Harville. Inside to Bailey Martin. Bailey Martin up and in, and a beautiful move there from the sophomore to get open down low, getting the feed inside and putting 2 more points on the board. That is Glenn that's driving on the other end, as she is going to be fouled there. So have to see who they call that one on. Looks like that one's going to be on Bailey Martin, the sophomore.
Right, Bailey Martin, the sophomore, being very active. Great play down low just a moment ago on the offensive end. And the first shot was up and no good, so she'll shoot the second one. Will Glenn here. And the second one is good.
Little diamond press, half-court press here presented from Blevins.
Yes.
As they find Harville, and then inside to Bailey Martin, and she loses the handle. Wide open on that block, and she just couldn't handle it. That one was just that close to being an easy bucket.
Right. They did what they were supposed to do, get it to the middle and then make the defense collapse on them, and just couldn't handle it there on that one.
And that ball is tipped away, and McCutcheon's going to come away with it. Up the floor to Buckley there. A lot of both teams are really running. Across the entire floor, Harville's going to drive, and they're going to say she traveled.
Yes. Saw the wide open baseline there and just got a little bit ahead of herself there.
It's like when you're fishing and you reel before you set the hook, just doesn't work.
Right.
Get you every time. And a 3 from Glenn is going to be buried there in the corner. So now your score is 24-17, under a minute left to go until half. Panthers up 7 as Harville's going to drive. The floater no good there. And that's going to be Kerrigan with the rebound. 6.5 second differential between shot clock and play clock. And that's going to be Glenn driving, and she will be fouled on the drive.
Let's see who they call this one on.
That was going to be Hadley Harrington. Yeah, that will be her second one right there. Panthers 4 team fouls here, and we're not even to halftime yet. As that one gets the shooter's roll off the back of the iron there. And the second one is good there from Marcasia Glenn, the senior. Shot clock off here at Panther Gymnasium. 26 seconds and counting here. Panthers evading the press, get it to the middle, over to Buckley. Buckley for 3. No good. Rebound there by Kerrigan. And they heave it down the floor, up the floor to Glenn. And she goes up and in. 12 seconds. Panthers got to move quick.
Yeah, I believe that was Williamson on that play, number 3.
4-3. They get it to Harville, and that's going to be inside. And so the clock will roll off there as it was a live ball, so that will do it. Blevins has a little surge right here before half, so they're only down 3 points here at Panther Gymnasium. Your score at halftime, 24-21. We'll be back shortly to talk a little bit more basketball and what all we do here at Magnet Cove High School East, and we will be back shortly with that, and we'll be right back.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
Are you broke down on the side of Interstate 30? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. Are you locked out of your car? Call Bailey's Towing and Recovery. For any towing recovery lockout needs, call Bailey's Towing and Recovery at 501-332-3400. Again, that number is 501-332-3400. Thank you for your business. Do you have some land you need cleared to build on? Call Hartzell Farms and Excavating. Do you need some excavation done on your property? Call Hartzell's Farms and Excavating. Hartzell's Farms and Excavating, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company with 20-plus years of experience in the construction business. Owner Vernon Hartzell will be happy to see how he and his crew can meet your needs. Free estimates can be given by calling number 870-210-0204. Again, that number is 870-210-0204. Thank you for your business.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube page, and I would like to just give a brief rundown of what all the East Department does here at Magnet Cove High School. This is a student-led broadcast here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube page. Our broadcast teacher and facilitator, Coach Hartzell, he is the one that is doing color for me this year, and I'm a junior here at Magnet Cove High School. My name is Dalton Reed, and then we've got Gavin Marsh on software, and whoever else is in that broadcast booth, I love them to death. Couldn't do it without all of them. I will make sure I get all names and everything. I know we got Amber Young over there. She's a sophomore, so I love this crew to death. Please support us in any way you can. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel because that really does help. And so this is an awesome opportunity for these students to learn how to do something that most students don't get to learn how to do. And so we'll be bringing you all the home games for basketball, and we may got a little surprise in come spring. We may try to pull something crazy again like we did for the district and regional tournament last year for baseball and softball here, hosted at Magnet Cove. So we'll have to see, but stay tuned to the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube page, and you will find out. But here on the basketball court tonight, I mean, we got a great matchup brewing. Coach Finley, Coach Davis going at it one more time. And so it ought to be a good one. And so senior boys are coming up next, as you saw them on the court and getting shots before the game. And so we will have to see who can prevail in this second half. Panthers up 3 with 40 seconds. And so we are getting ready to go. Have to see who can prevail in this second half as Coach Finley brings his squad back on the court. It ought to be an interesting second half, Coach.
Yes, sir. We'd like to wish all of our listeners and watchers on our YouTube channel, we appreciate your support, and we'd like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving coming up this week. We wish your family the best, and if you're traveling somewhere, we wish you safe travels to and from, and we are about to get the second half underway.
Most definitely, and so is looking to shape up like a great game here at Panther Gymnasium as we've got 16 minutes of play left to go. Panthers looking to go fast here off the start. They get it to Harville as the ball is batted away there, and we have a jump ball, and that's going to be Blevins basketball. So a quick turnover for the Panthers.
Yes, got we got to pass in here, and we've got an injury. I think she may have got her nose bumped there. So we will check on that and get you more information as that becomes available. And Williamson surveys the floor.
And a drive, and a strong drive there by Marcasia Glenn, the senior, as she gets the and one right there on the foul and has a chance to tie this game up with 7:38 left to go.
Yes, Marcasia did a great job. She saw the baseline, gave a little fake, and just drove, and of course drew the foul as well. So, and more importantly, it pulls the Lady Hornets within one, and she has a chance to tie it here.
And another key thing coming up now is that's Braylon McIntyre's third foul, and we have two people sitting on the bench tonight.
Right.
Rantham got her wisdom teeth taken out earlier this morning, so definitely don't want to. She can't play tonight as the spot up is no good there from Harville, and the ball is tipped away. And so there will be a whistle.
I think a combination of a walk and a backcourt violation.
A walk, backcourt violation, travel, double, dribble, all in that sequence. Just a scrubble for the ball, as I should say. So you wonder, Panthers only got two girls on their bench. You got McIntyre with 3 fouls with 7:18 left to go in the third.
Right.
I don't know what you do.
Well, it does become, you have to be very careful if you're getting into foul trouble there.
As that's a turnover there as McIntyre loses it, and the ball will be batted out of bounds, but it's going to be last touch Magnet. So Blevins will retain possession. That's going to be Hernandez to inbound it to Glenn right there. Excuse me, Williamson.
And Williamson's looking.
And that's Lavette with the travel right there, the junior. And there it is right there. So Harrington's going to check in, and McIntyre's going to check out with 3 fouls. And the half-court press is doing its job. And the shot is no good there from Harville. And so that will be another turnover for the Lady Panthers. So Panthers have gone dry here in the first couple minutes of this third quarter as they have remained scoreless. And it's been a low-scoring first couple of minutes as the only 2 points were there on that Marcasia Glen drive. And a three from Lovett, no good. Levette, a rebound there from the Panthers. And now Buckley going to kick it over. And now Harrington going to drive. Harrington goes up, shot no good. And that is going to be Kerrigan that comes out of there with it. Glenn moving fast on the other end, and we have that is going to be off of Blevins as the ball goes out of bounds, so that will be a turnover there for Blevins. Panthers working the ball around the perimeter, looking for something.
Being patient. Good back cut there.
And so they will call a foul right there. There's a beautiful backdoor cut there from Tasia Buckley, and the Panthers find her on the low block. And so that will be Buckley to go to the line. That foul's going to be on number 3. That's going to be Tequila Williamson's first foul. And so Buckley drains the first one.
And so the first shot is good, and Buckley with the second shot.
And that one is also good, so that's the first 2 points for the Panthers in the second half as they extend their lead over Blevins to 3. And they are going to call a foul there on a Magnet Cove player. That's going to be Hadley Harrington's third foul. And so Panthers in a lot of foul trouble at the moment, only having 2 girls on their bench, and one of them has not played because of injury, Natalie Hardwick.
Right. Kind of a difficult situation, and Buckley pushing it ahead to Harrington. Harrington back to McCutcheon.
Wide open and buries it, and that is what the Panthers have got to get on point in this second half is the three-point shooting. McCutcheon has been on fire in the last 2 home games. The game earlier this week, she had a couple threes. And then the drive there and the shot no good there as McCutcheon comes away with it. As they get it inside to Harville. Harville goes up and gets the foul call there on number 12. That's Daniela Gomez there, the guard forward senior. Plays both for the Lady Hornets.
So Harville will go to the line to shoot a pair.
She extends the lead to 7 with that make right there. And Amaya Phillips is going to check back in, the lone sophomore on this squad. And so Kerrigan is going to check out.
And that was just off the mark, but Bailey Martin with the rebound. She tries to put it back up, but can't get it to go.
That's Phillips with the rebound there on the Blevins side. Panthers up 7, have the ball here. And Harrington shoots a 3, and that one's just off the mark. Rebound there by Phillips, as that one's going to be scattled away, and that's going to be Williamson that comes around on the other end and shot up and no good. And, man, Blevins likes to move fast, Coach.
Yes, it does. They're both teams are starting to move the ball and push it up the floor.
And we have a whistle here, and so we'll have a foul on number 2. That's going to be Audrey Levette. That is going to be called for the foul, her first personal. And they leave McCutcheon wide open in the corner. Oh, and that one just doesn't fall. And
she had a great look at it there, Dog.
Yeah, that's a beautiful inbounds play for a 3 right there. And so then that's Williamson on the other end. Shot no good. Amaya Phillips on the rebound, and Phillips goes up and in right there. And that is a beautiful, beautiful way to do it. But we will have a...
And Coach Coach Finley's not going to be happy with that because of the lack of block.
Yeah.
Block
And
out.
that's Harrington's fourth.
Right.
So that puts the Panthers in an even worse spot. And so you got McIntyre coming to the scores table, and she's got 3.
Right.
So not a good situation. So have to see as Harrington, who has the ball right now, she kicks it across to McCutcheon. Buckley thought about the 3. Panthers working it around the perimeter. And now Buckley's going to take the long 2 from the baseline, and too much on that one. And that is going to be off of a Magnet Cove player, so that will be Blevins basketball.
Right.
So Harrington will take a seat there as she has 4 fouls, and so Braylon McIntyre with 3 will check back in. And a 3 there from Hernandez is no good, and McCutcheon comes away with it. Panthers on the other end get feed it inside to Harville, and the pass just too much there as they try to get it to Bailey Martin on the other block there, and that one is going to go out of bounds, and so it'll be a Maya Phillips for Blevins to inbound the basketball.
And that's a drive by Williamson, and it's going to go out of bounds, and the Lady Panthers will gain possession.
And a long 3 there from McIntyre, and that one's no good, and she just has not been able to find her mark from 3 tonight, Coach.
Yeah, she's had some good looks at it.
And they're going to call that a blocking foul
on Bella Harville.
And Coach Finley took off the glasses, making sure he saw that one right. And so they will call a blocking foul on Harville. That's only her first, though. And the first one there from Marcasia Glenn is good. And so Hernandez and then Williamson is going to check out, and in comes Gomez and Diaz. And the second one is no good, tipped around, and Harville's going to come away with it.
And they're going to
jump
say
ball,
jump
and that will be Magnus' ball. So Panthers up 4 here. Blevins still applying that half-court press, and they get it inside to Buckley, and McIntyre's going to try another 3, and she just cannot find it from 3. And so scuffle for the ball there, and that's going to be off of a Blevins defender. That's going to be off of Diaz right there, Kayla Diaz, the junior guard, and so that will be Magnet Cove possession as they inbound it to McCutcheon. And another 3. And it's still no good for McIntyre.
Yeah, there are times when you can't quite find your shot, and it's just not on. But you just got to. Good shooters keep on shooting the ball though, especially if they got a good open shot.
Yeah, and that's going to be Gomez who takes the 3 and gets the foul call on Bailey Martin on the other end, and so she's got 2 now. She's right on that line of being in trouble with such a short roster tonight for the Lady Panthers. And the first one is good,
and
she has a chance to draw this game within 1 with these 3 free throws. The second one is good.
So the Lady Panthers lead is dwindled down to 2 now with that made free throw.
And the third one is good. So 3 for 3 there for Gomez from the charity stripe. They feed it inside to Bailey Martin, and she is right under the basket and hits the bottom of the iron there. And a steal there. Bailey Martin gets it back. Shot no good. And that's going to be McIntyre that goes up and gets that bucket right there.
Great job by the Lady Panthers to stay with it.
And that shot's no good. Rebound by Bailey Martin. Up ahead, Harville's wide open, up and in from Bella. And that is 2 times they have found Bella open down low and been able to get the ball to her in transition. So Panthers lead 34-29 now. 51 seconds of counting left to go here in the third. Blevins kicks it out to Phillips, who's going to drive and then kick it out. And a long 3 there from Williamson from the top of the key, and she drains that one, and that dwindles the Panthers' lead to 2. Blevins drawn it within a 1-possession game. They get it up the floor to Buckley, who's inside to Bailey Martin, and that one's going to be tipped away as Martin can't control that pass. And so with 26.5 seconds left, it looks like Natalie Hardwick is going to check in. She has been out with an injury, as you see the brace on her left knee. So as she checks in and Bailey Martin's going to check out, Martin has 2 fouls, but you still want to be careful because we got an entire fourth quarter to play with a close game, Coach.
Absolutely. It becomes a player management with the fouls.
And the shot no good there from Glenn. And so the Panthers pushing it down the floor. Buckley looking to drive up, shot no good there. Rebound by Marcasia, Yes, that is Marcasia Glenn. And another 3 from Williamson, and that one is short as time expires. And so we have a 2-point game going into the fourth quarter, and this is what makes high school sports here. You got close games, 2 very competitive high schools. So we will be back with the fourth quarter right after this break.
Do you have some land you need cleared to build on? Call Hartzell Farms and Excavating. Do you need some excavation done on your property? Call Hartzell's Farms and Excavating. Hartzell's Farms and Excavating, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company with 20-plus years of experience in the construction business. Owner Vernon Hartzell will be happy to see how he and his crew can meet your needs. Free estimates can be given by calling the number 870-210-0204. Again, that number is 870-210-0204. Thank you for your business.
And we've got 8 more minutes to go here at Panther Gymnasium for the senior girls game, as Magnet has a slim 2-point lead over the Blevins Lady Hornets from South Arkansas.
It's definitely been a game back and forth,
and so another 3 there, and that one's banked in there from number 12. That's going to be Daniela Gomez. So Panthers now trail by 1 with 7:35 and counting left to go in the fourth.
Looks like the Lady Hornets are stepping up their pressure on defense.
Oh, and what a steal there. That's going to be Marcasia Glenn, and the shot's missed, but Tequila Williamson's right there behind her, and Coach Finley wants a timeout. But, wow, what a change of events. Panthers up 2, and now you're down 3. So that just really shows how much things can shift very quickly. But the Magnet Cove High School East and definitely the broadcast crew would like to give a special shout-out to the Magnet Cove, the entire school district, the administration, Mr. Danny Thomas, the superintendent, high school principal Jeff Escola. We'd like to give a special shout-out to those guys for giving us the resources that we need to bring this broadcast to you tonight here from Panther Gymnasium. Just a special shout out to those. If you see those people around town, just be like, hey, thanks for what you do, because they definitely don't get the credit they deserve. And so now we're back here with more action, as it's going to be Buckley to inbound the ball. And now it looks like we've got a man-to-man press.
Yes, and they're going to say Lady Panthers basketball, so we'll take it out again here on the sideline.
And the matchup I'm already looking at is Tequila Williamson and Marlon McCutcheon.
Yes.
Two very active girls, athletic, know the game of basketball. And so now we've got a man-to-man going on. They had the 3-2 to start the game, and Coach Davis makes an adjustment right here and goes to man-to-man.
Yes, it gets tough, especially when you go man-to-man, because you have to first of all, make sure you don't get beat by your man, but also it puts you in a bind as far as fouls are concerned as well. So
now Blevins has the ball with under 7 minutes left to go here in this contest, and they're up 3. And a 3 there, and that one is banked in from the top of the key from the junior guard, Audrey Levette. And McIntyre beats her girl, and she's going to try to go coast to coast up, and the shot no good there, as that ball is almost out of bounds, but Marcasia Glenn is able to recover. And the shot, and they're going to call a charge.
Okay.
And so that will be an offensive foul. The bucket is waved off, and that is Marcasia Glenn's third personal. Some of the visiting fans don't agree with that call, and that steal right there by Williamson. And the shot's no good. Levette comes away with it, and that's going to be a foul call there.
Looks like
and man, this Blevins team is playing with some fire right now, Coach.
Yes, sir. Looks like that foul was going to be called on Tasia Buckley. That will be her first personal foul. So she is luckily not in foul trouble here.
And that first shot is no good there from Levette. And the second one is no good. And Hernandez is going to come away with that rebound.
And the shot is up, and Williamson hits to extend the lead for the Lady Hornets.
And the Panthers driving on the other end. The shot no good from McCutcheon, and the heave down the court. McIntyre's going to try to get back, and the shot no good. Bailey Martin comes away with the rebound. Now both teams are really running, Coach.
Yes, they are trying to get some transition baskets.
And there we do right there, and so we will have a timeout here on the floor as the Panthers stop the bleeding from the Hornets, and so it is a 7-point contest here at Panther Gymnasium, and so it ought to be a good one to finish out the last 5:39. We'll be back with the last 5:39 after this break.
Do you have some land you need cleared to build on? Call Hartzell Farms and Excavating. Do you need some excavation done on your property? Call Hartzell's Farms and Excavating. Hartzell's Farms and Excavating, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company with 20-plus years of experience in the construction business. Owner Vernon Hartzell will be happy to see how he and his crew can meet your needs. Free estimates can be given by calling number 870-210-0204. Again, that number is 870-210-0204. Thank you for your business.
And we're back here at Panther Gymnasium for the final 5:39, and the Lady Hornets of Blevins enjoying a 7-point lead, and they will take the ball out, and they inbound it. And Glenn crosses the timeline here, passes to Williamson, and Lovett with the shot just off the mark, but rebound Tasia Buckley for the Lady Panthers.
Panthers have got to find some offense here in the last 5 minutes of this game as they get it over there to Buckley.
Moving the ball around. McCutcheon for 3, off the mark, but rebound. And that's going to be a jump ball.
And that will be Magnet Cove possession. So Panthers retain possession right there. They've got to get a bucket here if you're Magnet, and so that one will be tipped away there from Glenn, and so that will retain Magnet Cove possession.
Yes, time becomes the enemy, especially in possessions. You want to be able to convert on possessions, and you've got to get some stops as well to give yourself a chance.
Yeah, most definitely. They have got to score. 15 seconds and counting. That's another three and another miss there from McIntyre as
and McCutcheon
goes up.
McIntyre fighting for the ball, and Williamson.
A lot of contact down there as that is going to be out on Tequila Williamson as great sideline defense there from Harville.
And that one's going to be on Bella Harville.
Working the ball around the perimeter, and McCutcheon cannot contain that one.
Yeah, you cannot afford to turn the ball over, especially with the 7-point deficit, and possessions are at a premium right
yeah,
here.
they're gold at this point.
Yes.
I mean, you got 4 minutes. I know 7 doesn't seem like a lot of points, but like 4 minutes left to go in a game, you got to score if you're Magnet. And if you're Blevins, you're looking to take all the shot clock. And the shot no good there, and that resets the shot clock once more as an offensive board for Blevins. And a three right there, and the shot no good. And so that was Eli Kerrigan on the three-pointer from the top of the key, and that's no good. And so Panthers have got to score. It is of the utmost opportunity that they have to score, and we'll have to see how they do it with 25 seconds left on the shot clock. That is Martin battling for position down low.
Yeah.
And another turnover. So Panthers just cannot. They have been out of the rhythm in the fourth quarter here, Coach.
Yes, sir.
And so you got 3:23 left to go in the game, and you're down 7. If I'm Blevins, I'm holding the ball for the entire eternity of entire shot clock.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to take a shot at the end and try to get a board. You get that board at recess, the shot clock 35.
Right.
Hernandez is going to try to take a three, and that one is batted away, and that's what the Panthers needed. They get a turnover, but you have to score. It is very important that the Panthers score right here, and so Blevins is going to apply the man-to-man press again. Screen there on Williamson. Gets the ball across half court for the Panthers. 2:50 and counting left to go. Panthers down 7, Blevins up 7. And a three from McCutcheon, and that one is no good. McIntyre up, shot no good. She goes up again, and she will get the foul call eventually. And so she has got to make these free throws. We can draw it within a 5-point contest right here. She's able to make both.
Yeah, been a kind of a dry spell here for the Lady Panthers, and let's see, McIntyre's first one is up and just off the iron.
Yeah, she hits the back iron right there, but just doesn't get the shooter's roll.
And second shot is short and will go out of bounds. So the Lady Panthers come up short on that possession to hopefully climb out of the deficit.
Blevins still holding a 7-point lead, and Hernandez is going to take a three, and the shot no good. Excuse me, that was Gomez that took the three, I believe.
Yeah, Coach Fields was yelling,
so a beautiful lane there, and McCutcheon's going to draw the foul, and so now McCutcheon's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. 2:07 left to go here in this game. Panthers down 7. That one's going to be on Gomez, her second personal. And she drains the first one to draw it within a 6-point contest.
And the second one is good.
Draws it within 5 for the Panthers. 2:03 and counting left to go. Panthers down 5. Blevins trying to hold the ball. They get it across the court. Hernandez going to take the long jumper, and that one is good and extends the lead right back to 7. And so Panthers have got to find some offense. And a wide open lane, and the basket is there. So Panthers down 5, a minute and a half. They have got to get a defensive stop.
Absolutely. Got to get a stop. The clock becomes your enemy right here. And the Lady Hornets are going to try to work on that shot clock for as long as they can.
And she will be called for the travel with just over a minute left to go. So Panthers get the defensive turnover, but the clock bleeds just a little bit. And we will have a timeout. And so, Coach, if you're right in this situation, you got a minute 2 left, you're down 5. What are you telling your girls in the huddle?
Well, I'm telling them, hey, you gotta, you've got time, but you've got to go and move quickly, but you only want to take a good shot. You really do. You want to get a good look at the basket, and it's imperative that they get back on defense, and they've just got to apply pressure and get the open shot. I would probably go for a quick 2 if I could right here, and then if the 3 is there, and if you
feel confident, take it. Well, and I think you got to move with a sense of urgency.
Right.
As I think is what a lot of it is you got to move with urgency.
Exactly.
And you've got a lot of experience on this court, 3 seniors, 2 sophomores. Yeah, got to move, got to go, Panthers. They got to go. Screen there to get across half court, and what great defense there from Blevins. Panthers have got to score. They got to do something. They've got to go. The ball's tipped away there from Williamson, and she goes up and in to extend the lead back to 7. A little bit too late, not enough there for the Panthers. As the ball is stolen away there, and man, Tequila Williamson has turned it on, and she feeds it up ahead to Lovett, and they are just adding on to the lead. Now it's a 9-point lead.
Yeah, turnovers. Can't afford turnovers.
And a 3 there, and no good there. Bailey Martin's going to get the rebound, and Harville's going to go up. Shot no good, but she'll be fouled with 10.2, and just a little too late for the Panthers. Weren't turnovers there. The 2 turnovers there, the 2 steals there from Williamson really hurt the Panthers.
And Harville misses the first one. Got to hit those free throws, especially all the time, but especially in the end when in a close game such as this one was. So the Lady Hornets will dribble it, and that final buzzer goes off, and the Lady Hornets of Blevins come out victorious here against the Lady Panthers of Magnet Cove. And we will be getting ready for senior boys action here in just a few moments. But Dalton, great game. It went back and forth. Turnovers and missed free throws and missed opportunities in the end's what decided this game.
Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, you gotta perform when it's time to perform. And I think Blevins showed up to play. They knew what they're doing. Coach Davis had a plan when he walked in the doors today, and I think he executed that plan very well. He said team's still trying to find identity. I think they found their identity. Active hands-on defense, play fast, play hard, play with intensity, and they were able to make the comeback, had the deficit at halftime, and then come back to win the game. So it was a great game. Congratulations to Blevins on getting the win. So Coach Finley still searching for his first win as the Panthers head coach. We'll have to see if he can get that at the Battle of the Cove tournament. That will be the next time we'll see those senior girls is at the Battle of the Cove tournament on 11/27. So November 27th is the next time we will see those girls play here at Panther Gymnasium. And so it has been a great time here on the air for senior girls, but it is time for some senior boys. So we'll end this broadcast and start a new one for the senior boys. So I'm Dalton Reed. I'm signing off for the senior girls game.